Hi, I'm Tom Bancroft. I'm the CEO of Pencilish Animation Studios. I'm also an animator and character designer. Today I'm going to be going over and just making some expression sheets for this character, Becca. Becca is one of our characters from Bjorn the Last Unicorn. And let's see, here's a turn model sheet of her that I'm going to be using as a guide. This was made by another artist of ours, Naomi Bethel. We've refined it slightly here and there, but in general, that's what I'm going to be using as my guide. I also have some really rough storyboards that I have pulled up here that I'm just going to be looking at some of these poses because I want to use as much of this in production as possible. So I might be referencing some of these expressions and poses here to just get ideas of things that we need for the show. So this first expression just needs to be her kind of looking incredulously at Chad. She can't believe what he's saying. So already we kind of have an expression. I'm just going to add a little bit of extra details here to make it look a little prettier, hopefully. Okay, now I'm going to move on and do one where she's going to be a little bit more angry. I don't know if she would ever get this mad, but we're going to draw it. Now, Becca is that kind of character. She's very sweet, but she's going to have her breaking points and certain things that really make her mad, I'm sure. So I'm just roughing out a bunch of them. I'll go over them too. So I'll probably even bring this one down, make it just to look a little closer to the same size. Now let's get one that's a little bit more in her personality, which would be, really smiling and happy. We'll go a little bit more of a straight on here. Actually, maybe at this kind of an angle. Again, I'm going to save some of this for my cleanup version. Just want to get proportions and the feeling of it as much as possible. So here, her shoulders will be down. She's seeing something that she's kind of excited and amazed by. So she's really slumped her shoulders. So that's a fun one, hopefully. Okay, another one. Let's see, and I'm going to look at this, see if I can find a pose or an expression that she strikes. As you can see, these storyboards are very simple. That's a fun one. Okay, so let's do that one. So this is more of her like just can't believe what she's hearing. So this is just basically a kind of looking upward a little bit because Chad is bigger than her, but really just bulged-eyed, in disbelief, maybe even shrinking her pupils a little bit. It usually helps that look a lot. You want the eyebrows up, almost even. That's that kind of. And by the way, when I'm drawing this, I tend to be making those expressions too. I don't know if you guys do that, but it's hard for me not to sort of make the expression that I'm trying to draw. And let's see, one more. Let me see if I can find one that is. There was a fun one here. Okay, so like this is a really rough board, but as you can see, she's like happy and walking away looking at her phone. I think that might be a fun one too. So it's more of a profile, and I haven't got to draw a profile yet. Let's see, so, but she's looking down and kind of smiling. So again, start with that circle. We're gonna go a little bit more oval shapes for this because our brains are we're a lot wider on our side view than we are on our front view, and a lot of people forget that. So let's see, I think the nose would be about here, and we're gonna have, because we're in a side view now, it's gonna be a lot more of an oval eye. Just trying to get where things are supposed to be right now. Again, I'm still going a little sketchy here. I can already see I need to make my other one over here a little bit smaller. And yeah, so they're all about proportionate to each other. All right, so now let's see if I can draw, and I'll make them all just a little bit bigger, because again, they're all on one page. And now I'll just add another layer, maybe just go a little thicker, and I can now start doing my details. And I'm looking for consistency. Hopefully I'm pretty close. I feel like I am on general proportions. This was my first one. I feel like it's maybe the furthest off. And so I'm just going to go over it and add the details of the hair and stuff like that, but also maybe just, you know, try to and hit a few things here and there to make it a little bit more on model. And moving on, I kind of like how this one turned out. It's not an expression she's ever probably going to get into, unfortunately, because she's a really sweet girl. But again, if somebody hurts her baby Bjorn, or even Patty the cat, and this one I'm just gonna make a little bit flat on the bottom. You know, expressions are obviously they're the funnest part of drawing a character, seeing it kind of come to life. This is your first phase of that especially before you animate. And so, but it's also can be frustrating. It could be where you draw your character off model and now it doesn't look like your character anymore, and that can be super frustrating. And so I hope you saw when I first was starting with this, a real key part of that is, I believe, is shapes, is knowing what are the shapes of your character as you draw it, and really keeping an eye on proportions in those shapes, so that you're not losing sight of your character, basically, and making it all of a sudden look like some other character. Your character should have very distinct shapes, even in different poses and things like that. So, and from side views and different expressions, obviously I'm changing the shapes a little bit as I draw this character. I'm doing like a slight upshot now too, and so that nose is now overlapping that eye, and you know, but I'm controlling that. I'm saying I'm doing that on purpose. I'm thinking about it, and I'm not just sort of mistakenly going down any roads here. Well, I could be making mistakes, but what I'm saying is I'm thinking about it. I'm really trying to concentrate on, is this what I want to do? Is this what those shapes are? And again, I'm still going a little sketchy here. And I'll do another pass of this most likely. This is really just to give a demo and get some ideas, but also for me to get to know this character better. This is such a great way to get to know a character, is to put it in different expressions and stuff like that. So, close enough, I feel like. And now let's bring this down and take another look, a last look at Becca and some of her expressions. All right, well, thanks for joining me. I hope you got a lot out of this, and please subscribe to Pencilish Studios here on YouTube and on Instagram. We're Pencilish Studios also. We have a lot of cartoons. We're animating these characters now, so they're coming your way soon in this new year. All right, thank you so much. Bye-bye.